rule to memory, now it's time to commit it to life. You know, most of us learn to base our self-mastery on comparison and also competition. We think about success in terms of someone else's failures. In other words, if I win, you lose. Or if you win, I lose. Okay? And then life becomes a zero-sum game. But how much fun is that really? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today on Transform Your Life in 15 Minutes. This is where we're doing 5-minute exercises, one each for the mind, the body, and the soul. Good morning. My name is McAdams, and I'm an author. I'm also an accounting professor and a certified life coach. I specialize in personal and small business finance and also fitness. I help people reach their goals. And how do I do that? Well, one way is by introducing you to reading. So this month we're reading The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and this is by Dr. Stephen Covey. And we've been talking about this book, and it's about principles and paradigms in the first part. And then we talked about habits 1, 2, and 3 previously. And so we're now finishing up on 4 through 7. So habits 1, 2, and 3, just to kind of recap, was about self-mastery. Whereas habits 4, 5, and 6 is going to be more of like personality oriented. So these are going to be like public victories that's based upon teamwork and cooperation and also on communication. So which brings us to habit number 4. Habit number 4 is think win-win. Okay, so I said again, habit number 4 is think win-win. And this is an attitude based upon, again, cooperation. So this is where you actually seek to have mutual benefit with all parties involved. Okay, so it's a mutual outcome for all parties. And again, what does it say? It's mutual, and it's also it's an attitude, if you will. It's a mutual attitude of cooperation. It's not like I have to win in order for you to lose. And in order to have this attitude, there's 3 characteristics that you must have. Number 1 is integrity. We talked a lot about integrity, so it bears repeating again because it's very important. And integrity is that honesty. It builds that trust, right? It's when you say what you're going. It's when you say what you're going to do and then do it. Okay, do what you say you're going to do. And then the second one is going to be on maturity. Now, maturity requires you to have consideration for others and also courage for yourself. And then the third attribute of having a win-win attitude is also abundance. It's having an abundance mindset. It's realizing that there's enough for all of us. I don't have to succeed at the cost of you failing. There's enough for everyone. So you have to have an abundance mindset. All right, so to conclude, let's keep that spirit of cooperation by seeking to have mutual benefit in all parties involved. That means thinking win-win. All right, so again, for each of these habits, I'm going to introduce you to a challenge. And so for your challenge today, I want you to take a pen and paper, and I just want you to kind of think and write out what are some of the obstacles that are keeping you from developing or having a win-win paradigm, in your life today. Okay, so think about that. Like, what's actually hindering you from having that type of attitude of thinking win-win? And then I want you to determine what you can do about some of them. Not all of them, but at least some of them to start off with. All right, so I hope this was helpful for you. And again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to come to watch this broadcast live. And I'm back in Cali, and as you can tell, I'm kind of like tired. I didn't get home until 2. Obviously, after we get home at 2 o'clock in the morning, you got all things that you're doing. And give me a second, minute to water. All right, and in the spirit of 15 minutes, I'm going to actually see if I can keep it down to 15 minutes today. All right, so again, thank you for taking the time to watch. And it's about, it's about win-win. Just a little bit more about it while we're just walking. It's actually based upon the habits 1, 2, and 3, because once you have the self-mastery, remember we talked in the maturity continuum. Make sure I don't forget anything. We talked in the maturity continuum about going from dependence to independence to interdependence. Well, remember habits 1, 2, and 3 was taking the dependence to the independence, and now we're doing the we. Okay, so remember, dependence was you, the independence was I, and the interdependence is the we. So when we talk about 4, 5, and 6, when we talk about those public victories, it's the we attitude, it's the teamwork, the cooperation. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the yoga portion, and keep in mind on this one, you're going to get inside, where are these? You know what? Okay, there's ants. Ants are here. All right, with the yoga, we're going to go into our mind-body connection. So again, I always like you to start off. We're going to start off in child's pose today with the extended arms. And in this position, I just want you to take a couple deep breaths and just kind of get a feel of where you are at this moment today. Okay, we started a little hour late. And again, I want to thank you for your patience in this. Usually when I'm traveling, I think what the trend is, once I travel, I need to start an hour late. Like I'll just go ahead and announce that ahead of time. But anyway, just kind of get a feel of where you are at this moment. What's going on inside of you. You know, is there any stresses that you may have? Are you tired? Is there any negativity? Is there any pain, any tension? You know, just kind of notice those right now, and then just kind of use your breath. And we're going to kind of address those today in the mind-body section, and then also in the meditation. Okay, so again, go ahead and get into child's pose with the extended arms. Let's go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths. And while you're there, go ahead and set your attention on what it is that you want to accomplish for this next portion of the broadcast. And remember, it's a practice, so I invite you to join me. All right, child's pose. You kill a couple ants right started. Jeez. So we're going to go to the extended arm child's pose. I want you to take a couple deep breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. So go ahead and press your fingertips down into the mat. Give it a nice stretch on the shoulders. Press those shoulder blades down, the armpits down toward the mat. Give a nice long extension from your tailbone all the way through the tip of your head. Maybe it's the top. All right, go ahead and press those palms down. Let's go ahead and bring our body weight to the tabletop. So make sure that your palms are directly underneath your shoulders, your knees are directly underneath your hips, your fingers are spread out nice and wide. All right, let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. And as we exhale, drop your chin down to your chest, round through the spine, and tuck the pelvic under. As you inhale, your head and chest comes forward. And as you exhale, drop your chin down toward your chest and round through your spine, your pelvic tucks under. One more time, nice deep breath. And this time as you exhale, I want you to curl those toes under, and let's take it to downward facing dog. And start the pedal. Now again, the downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha. This is a resting position. You know why we're resting now. I'm just saying in general, it's used as a resting position. Make sure your fingers and toes are spread out nice and wide. Your fingertips are spread out. Middle finger facing forward. Your thumbs are facing in. Try to keep your hand in alignment with your bicep as you walk. And as you press your chest towards your thighs and your knees. But we are about to walk, so come up on those fingertips and walk your fingers toward your toes. Let's go ahead and inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, forward fold to Uttanasana. And then slowly round it up one vertebrae at a time, making sure that your head is last to rise. And let's come to Tadasana, mountain pose. So your feet are nice and grounded, your shoulders are drawn back, your head is a natural extension of the spine. Again, pretend like there's a stream from the top of your head all the way up to the ceiling, and there's a root from the bottom of your feet all the way down to the floor, all the way down to the middle earth. Your fingers are down, spread out nice and wide, lift up your chest. Give me your attention now. Nice, good time to set that intention as we do a couple salutations to warm us up. As we inhale, we're going to take the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to dive the body forward. As we inhale, we're going to look up halfway. Flatten up the back, forward fold in Uttanasana. Inchworm out to the plank. Release your knee, chest, and chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, the downward facing dog. Now go ahead and walk your feet in towards your palms. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Flatten out the palms, step back, right, left into the plank. Release your knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Now walk your fingertips toward your toes. Look up halfway. Forward fold. Inhale, take it all the way up. This time arch back for me. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Flatten out the chest, or chest towards your thighs, flatten out the palms to Uttanasana. Inchworm out to the plank. Release your knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now walk your feet in towards your palms. Inhale, take it all the way up. Arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Now look up halfway. Flatten out the back, tailbone sticks out toward the back. Flatten out those palms, step back, right, left to the plank. Release your knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. And then curl those toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now go ahead and bring that left knee in towards your chest and extend that left leg all the way back toward the back of the room. And then bend the knee to open up your hip. You're pressing your chest toward that right thigh and knee. Really give a good stretch. Then extend that leg and bring that foot forward toward the fingertips. And let's take it up to the high lunge. Palms are facing each other. And as you exhale, sink the hips down toward the mat. You're up on the balls of your feet on that back right foot. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, bring the palms together at the heart center. At the same time, we're going to rotate externally so that the elbows are on the outside of that left knee. Continue to breathe. Now go ahead and release your right fingertips toward the mat. Left arm goes up toward the sky. Your gaze follows your thumb. Now go ahead and bring both the palms flat toward the mat. Take that left foot back. Hold the plank for a couple deep breaths. Press your weight toward your heels. Make sure you have good body alignment. Now the next exhalation, release your knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. And then inhale the upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's go ahead and come up with our fingertips. Walk you back to our toes. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, take it all the way back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Look up halfway. Flatten out the palms as we inchworm our way back to the plank. Release your knee, chest, and chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale the upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Exhale the downward facing dog. Now bring that right knee into your chest and extend that right leg all the way back. And then bend the knee to open up that hip. Again, you're pressing your chest toward that left thigh and knee. And you want to lift the kneecap to engage the quadricep, get a little deeper stretch in that hamstring on the left leg. Extend that right leg up and then bring the foot all the way toward the fingertips. And let's take it up to the high lunge. Remember, use your breath. Keep your hand in alignment with your bicep. Your head can go up toward the sky, or you can feel free to look forward. You can also press your arms together at the heart center. And in fact, as we exhale, we are going to bring our palms together at the heart center. At the same time, we're going to rotate externally so that the elbow is on the outside of that right knee. Your gaze follows your elbow, and you continue to breathe. Make sure you press your palms together so it lifts up your chest and you're not sinking on the thigh. Now bring the left fingertips toward the mat. Right arm goes up toward the sky. Your gaze follows the thumb. Unless it's too much strain and stress, then feel free to look forward or look down. Now go ahead and rotate that right palm down. Take that right leg back. And let's go ahead and go through rotation one more time. Release your knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Curl the toes under to downward facing dog. Now let's go ahead and walk our feet in towards our palms. Inhale, look up halfway. Uttanasana on the exhale. Inhale, take it all the way up, arch back. Exhale, dive the body forward. Place your palms flat. Take your feet out toward the edge of the mat. And as you exhale, release your tailbone down toward the mat, using the elbows to push down those inner thighs. Bring your palms together at heart center and bow your head into Malasana. Give a little gratitude here. Nice deep ujjayi breaths. Now go ahead and release your palms down to the mat, and then slowly transition your body weight to a comfortable seated position so that you're facing forward. Make sure that you're on your sits bones and off the fleshy part of your bottom. Your chest is lifted. Fingertips down toward the mat. Head is a natural extension of the spine. On the breath, inhale, we're going to take the fingertips up toward the sky. And as we exhale, release them back down toward the mat. Again, draw your breath in. Fingertips go up toward the sky. And as you exhale, release them down toward the mat. One more time. Nice deep breath. Inhaling. This time we're going to greet the palms together at the very top. Exhale down through the center. And namaste. Alright, so this brings us to the third and final portion of the Transform Yourself in 15 Minutes. We're going to be doing a meditation, a 5-minute guided meditation. If you're just joining us, welcome. Go ahead and get nice and comfortable in your seated position. Or if you're sitting in a chair, I'd like to remind you to take off your shoes and ground your feet toward the floor. In the seated position, you can do whatever feels comfortable with your hands. You can clasp your thumb and your index finger, just kind of let your fingers run loose. You can also cradle the right hand into the left with your thumb, the tip of your thumbs touching. And this is more in your lap. And then release the shoulders down and back. Okay, so whatever feels comfortable to you. If you're sitting down in a chair, you may want to just rest your hands on your thighs. And if you are sitting in a chair, remember, make sure that you're on the edge of your chair. You're not slouching back in the chair. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the guided meditation. So, again, get a feel of where you are. Set your intention. And as you do this, take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and close your eyes and drop your chin down toward your chest. Now as you inhale, head and chest comes up, forehead goes up toward the sky. And as you exhale, release your chin down toward your chest. Again, as you inhale, head and chest goes up, forehead goes up toward the sky. And as you exhale, release your chin down toward your chest. One more time, nice deep ujjayi breath. Inhaling, forehead goes up to the sky. This time as you exhale, just bring your chin forward. Keep your eyes closed and continue to breathe. Nice deep ujjayi breaths. I want to draw your attention to your forehead. Go ahead and squeeze your forehead, the muscles in your forehead really tight. And as you exhale, release. Now I want you to scrunch up all the muscles in your face, like squint your nose, squint your teeth, your cheeks, your jaw. Scrunch it really tight. And then exhale. Now I want you to draw your shoulders all the way up toward the ears. Hold it and release. I want you to take your fingers and I want you to clasp them really, really tight, and I want you to bring your palms up toward your shoulders, squeezing really, really tight. And then exhale and release all the tension and stress out of your hands, out of your chest, out of the upper part of your back. Continue to breathe, nice deep ujjayi breaths. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Now I want you to squeeze your abs in really, really tight. Squeeze that belly button towards the spine and release. Now I want you to squeeze your buttocks really, really tight. Squeeze and hold, hold, and release. If there's any thoughts that's going on in your mind, just gently push them aside and just focus on your breath. Focus on your breathing. Again, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Now in your next breath, I want you to squeeze those thigh muscles really, really tight. Hold and release. Now working our way down our legs, go ahead and squeeze those calf muscles really, really tight. Just hold them, and release. Now I want you to squeeze your toes really, really tight. Squint your feet up, hold it, and then release. Go ahead and wiggle your toes. Body's nice and relaxed. As you inhale, bring in all the good energy, and as you exhale, release all the tension, stress, and just enjoy the relaxation. Take a nice deep ujjayi breaths. Continue to breathe. You're doing good. Remember to gently push any thoughts aside and just enjoy relaxation. Now go ahead and take a nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Again, deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. One more time, nice deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now go ahead and open up your eyes as you release, relax, and return refreshed and calm. You've done something good for yourself today. Again, thank you for joining me in this meditation. Thank you for taking the time to watch this live broadcast to transform your life in 15 minutes. Your word for today is useful. So I want you to have a useful day, and I also want you to be useful today. And I will see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Bye.